What's going on, guys? My face is frozen. Hang on. But everything else seems to be working today, YouTube chat included, so that's good. We only have one issue, which is great. All right. I guess we are going to go with our PNG tuber today. Because for some reason, my camera just decides that today we're not going to work. That's okay. It's a good time for Cheeseburger in Paradise to be playing, by the way. Because everybody's relaxed. But while that's loading, we'll get this started. I'm going to load up my paints. Da-na-na. Chill Tech Fix stream. Absolutely. I think it's because I was trying to get Instagram Live to work before I started, and I couldn't. So probably screwed everything up all at the same time, which would only make sense. Because why try anything new? You know? Da-na-na, da-na-na. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. I mean, kind of. So far, it only thinks that, so far my talking thing doesn't work, but that's okay. Don't necessarily need that to work. This feels like a very early quality stream. That's okay. Because the main thing is that we're finishing AHRIMAN today. He's getting done. I would, but yes, it would normally be, but for some reason it's not doing the animation thing. But yeah, the production team of myself. What's weird is that it's set up to work correctly on the PC setup, but for some reason, the Mac setup is just, you know, it has a lot of problems. PC setup seems to work much more smoothly more often. I think that's just because OBS has like lots of native support for PC instead of Mac. I would, but it's my only way to stream painting right now. I probably should have thought about it prior, but we didn't do that. We did not do that. Because as soon as like when I first started streaming, everything was perfectly fine. But then as updates come out with OBS, as anybody who streams knows, updates just break stuff. But you can't not update for too long, I guess. Because that also breaks stuff. But updating is guaranteed to break stuff immediately. What's going on, Dragon Player? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you hanging out. Dragon makes games. Dragon has a really cool game making stream. That he certainly does. Give me 1 second. Wonder if that fixed it. Did it fix it? No. Of course it didn't. We cheat. Yeah. It's tough, but you get used to it after a while. You get used to it after a while, but it's, yeah. And Dragon Player is he has a very good stream. You should definitely check him out when you have time. Because it's very fun to watch. No matter how much they charge. Yeah, exactly. Okay. That's as good as it's gonna get. But we'll continue here. By the way I'm deciding where to put these little highlights, pure vibes right now. I'm just seeing how this looks, because I don't actually know what's gonna look the best for this particular shape, and I think this is looking pretty good. Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? That shape. Dragon is a modest guy. He won't tell you his true skill. Okay. Actually, since we're here, real quick, do the back of this horn here. Now we'll finally get the front and back. Get my whip. Yeah, that's pretty accurate though. The way that it feels. Sorry, I'm holding my breath just a little bit here so that I don't mess up this back of the head here. That would suck. Had that happen so late in the game. I agree. I actually was thinking about something similar to that earlier. I need to do something that's not, it's not like this type of sci-fi. That'd be cool. Speaking of anime stuff, I started watching Slime last night. Very good. It's nice and relaxing. As everyone said it would be. There we go. I think that's actually reached. Johnny test time, but with 2 media. What do you mean? Wait, I don't know what that means. What does Johnny test time mean? Now I'm super curious. You gotta watch to find out? Oh man, he's gonna leave me in suspense. That's okay, I'm having fun with it so far. There we go. Oh man, we are getting so close, it's crazy, to the end of this thing. It's insane. Episode 15, I think? Yeah, 15. I think that's still season 1, right? Season 1 has more than 13 episodes. Gopt, yeah, Gopt is definitely the MC for sure. $25? Wow. I wasn't actually paying attention. But I think, yeah, isn't it? It's always going to be 12 or 25 or 13 or 25. Are the rest of the seasons like that, or is this the only one? And it's got like 5 seasons, right? It's super long, or at least it's been around for super long. I feel like, just in comparison to other stuff, I feel like that's, as 3 seasons in a terrible movie. Oh. Why is the movie terrible? Or is that another you gotta watch to find out? Oh, it was all a dream kind of thing. And the real treasure was the fact that it was not real. Is there a 4th season coming out, or is it over? I haven't researched too much. Oh man, and you saw it in theaters too? Dang. That's rough. That's always bad. Especially if you like, it's a movie that you're like, I've been waiting for this because I'm a big fan of the series or something like that. They didn't understand your pay. Yeah, no, it's a late stream today. Sorry about that. Otherwise, they would all be here. Cole made it, of course. And you made it. Dragon made it. Wrong color. Hang on. Stuff goes on. Words to live by. There we go. The little claw things are looking good. Little golden claws. Man. I literally can't believe how much trim we've done for this guy. I really didn't think about this ahead of time. But it's finally almost there. It's all been worth it. Wouldn't that be neat? Probably. I mean, why not? He's a Chaos Space Marine. They can do. They don't have rules. First, his number one rule is no rules. Emperor's Children. So they're definitely, man, they're like a purple, but it's a pretty light purple. But you need those inlays to be pretty dark. I'll come up with a scheme and I'll send it in the Discord. I do like some Emperor's Children, though. They are a fun group to paint, because they're so weird. Of course, no problem. Whoop. Try not to get paint everywhere. Especially on my hands where I touch the model. He wants the elite dudes be more powerful and the chaff to have more people. Yeah. No, that's a good idea. Because the elite dudes would retain more of their Emperor's Children, like, look. Because they didn't just, like, turn into chaos spawn people or anything like that. That makes sense. Okay. Continue. Cover your hands in blood red. Yep. No, that's one way to do it. For sure. There we go. Let's continue. What's left? We gotta do the back part of the bone portion of the horn. Okay, hang on. Bone portion of the horn and the back of the cape and the rest of the magic stuff. the magic goo, whatever it is. Magic goo, yes, exactly. You know, slime. Magic slime. That's right. That's what the connoisseurs would say. The true artisans. Speaking of this, let's continue putting the coats of that color on, just so that they can begin drying while we're doing other stuff. This very much looks like Slimer color from Ghostbusters. That's what that looks like. Okay, now we can do some of the cape. Seems like I'm moving fast. It's because I am. I'm trying to not draw this out for a 5th stream. Not because I don't like it. I very much like painting this guy. It's just been painting him a while. Exactly, but only because I chose to paint it in that specific way. Because I have a problem would be the correct answer. It's very difficult, yeah. It's very difficult because you never like, you see something and you're like, oh, I should have done that. I should have done this. It always feels like you missed something when you go back and look at it. And you always want to do better. You're always like, oh, I could if I would have done it that way, I would have done it this way. Should I go back and fix it? And the answer is no. Never fix it. Always leave it so you can look back on it. Always, always, always. Declare it done and then never touch it again. Exactly. Just go to the next one and then learn from the last one. How do you guys feel about this textured look I'm doing for the cape here? I'll tell you a secret. The reason I chose this is because it's fast. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for that reminder again. Dun, 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 dun. Thanks, Stagbag. Nice. that name is making me pleased. I don't know why. I think it sounds good. Dang, I thought YouTube chat was fixed. I guess it's not. But I can see you, Stagbag. I appreciate you being here. He's in the YouTube chat. I swear I'll get it fixed. What's going on, Tyler? The gang's all here for the end of the line for AHRIMAN here. He's coming to it. Doodle stag bag? Okay. Hang on. Courtesy of Cole. Hang on. Let me get a pen. Heyo. Dark humor. There's stag bag. Of course. You can say thank Cole, he donated it for you. Which, by the way, anybody watching who's not talking, lurking, or just hanging out, we also have a Discord where we post minis and memes and everything like that. If you want to join, the link is in the description or in the bio. We'd love to have you. It's called the Bad Painter Club. Because we're all bad painters at heart. And we can paint badly together. Yeah, you get paint chips for watching. Thank you. I'm having fun with him. We did it, as you can see, we went crazy and we said, let's do non-metallic metal for the whole thing. Why not? Let's just make the whole thing, let's make the whole thing extremely difficult. And take a crazy amount of time. You did it! Ism time. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can do an equally good doodle. He's coughing. It doesn't look anything like a fist, and that doesn't look anything like a face, but I'm trying my best here. Here. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Gotta do the front of these claws. And now I'm just looking at stuff. Hydration. Wait, did the music stop? Oh, speaking of Aldari, hang on. I think I showed you guys this on Twitter, but check this out. Some 1996 Games Workshop. Look at those guys, still in the blister pack. This is the real logo right here. This is what we need to go. We all need to go back to this, a simpler time. Literally, like, isn't that crazy that this is older than certain people? That's insane. But it's very cool to have. I almost don't want to. Oh, and also, by the way, look at this price. This is from '96. $5.99. Can you imagine getting 2 models for $5.99 today? That's insanity. Yeah, always remember how it used to be. Always remember. What we used to have. Yeah. I'm just roughly doing the underside here, just in case any glimpses of it get seen. You don't need to do anything crazy for this part, because nobody's going to see that. But it's just one of those, like, if you turn it, that kind of thing. Doing just a little feathering up here because there's like these little tiny wrinkles. You don't need to do too much. Just to add a little flavor. Okay. Let's see where we're at. Do a quick spin. What do we still need? Oh, there's just a few little accessories right here. Hang on. Let me just do those so I can remain sane before I call this done. He's got like a little potion here. Exactly, Stag. Like, it's like, so Stag just said, you guys can't see him on YouTube, but he's, you got to paint every part of the model that you can even slightly be seen at a certain angle. Can't sit well knowing that from angle 270 degrees, rotated 56 degrees, then magnified by 10%, you can see white on brown. Exactly right, because it'll get pointed out every time You'll show it to your most trusted friend who you believe has your best interest at heart, and he'll be like, "What's that?" He'll point it out immediately. Won't even say, "Oh, that looks good," and then say, "What's that?" It'll be like the first thing. It'll say, "What's that?" immediately, and point like his whole finger at it in front of everybody at the Thanksgiving Day table. We can do a little transition work here. Some rough transition, wet blending. Does not need to be perfect here. Make it a little darker at the tail end. And wet blend a little bit more. There we go. Nice little trail there. And we have a little eye over here on the staff that I'm forgetting. Cannot forget the staff eye. Leave the corners black to give it a little bit of flavor. I do mean that. It gives it a little bit more depth. Because it's so small, we don't need to do too much in terms of highlighting. And we'll do a little dot of white. The titular dot of white. I actually want to do that for his middle eye too, a little bit. But I think that we are just about done, folks. This guy was this guy took a long time, but I think that we're at that point where adding more won't benefit us that much. Oh, wait. Dang it. Hang on. I'm wrong. 1 second. 1 second. There's just a few... There's just a couple more... There's a couple more jewels that I'm forgetting. You cannot forget the jewels. They're such an important part of the overall scheme. And it's a big one here in the back. That one, and then the other side of the staff, this one. Now, what do we learn about jewels? It's a couple of half moons. Or the traditional highlight style. But leave the dark portions dark. Ha ha. Yes, you will. I believe it. All right, more white dots. Shoot. I still haven't done his book. Damn. Okay. Oh, but we gotta stop. We gotta stop for now. Okay, we might have to come back one more time, just one more time, to do, because there's still just like they gotta do the book. I gotta go for today. We gotta do the book, and then we gotta do one more accessory, and then we gotta do that's it. So maybe we'll do a double model double feature next painting stream. We'll finish this by doing the book, and then we'll reveal the next model at the same time. Which actually I can spoil it. I can spoil it for you. It's actually going to be another Zinch model, but it's going to be featuring our sponsor, Turbo Dork. But anyway, have a good night, everybody. I will see you on the next one. Yes, no, we're gonna do the waifu model. We're gonna do it, but it's gonna be I'm only gonna show you the next one with Turbo Dork. That's it. I'm gonna start with the Bowsette next time. But I need to show you guys our sponsor stuff next stream. Sorry, I should have been more clear. We have our beautiful sponsor next stream making their first appearance. But let's do a quick spin. Raid Shadow Legends. If only they would reach out to me. But I'm very pleased with how this guy's looking so far. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.